I was so fed up that day. I was so fed up with this woman, man. I wanted to slap the raisin out her pasta. I was done with this woman.
They want me back now. Now she going down, down. They want me back now. See I'm getting to the bag now. Do your dance, huh? Remember they will say you can't, huh? But I did. I'm hitting
So this happened the summer of when I graduated high school. Around that time, I had a girl I was messing with. Her name was Sydney, white girl. So one day, Sydney hits me up, and she goes, "Hey, Vic, I'm going to a party that's going to be in your area. I'm going to have my mom drop me off, and I'm going to text you. As soon as she drops me off, I want you to come swoop me up, take me to your crib, and it's later on that night, she texts me, on my way. I get to the house where the party's located. She's nowhere to be found. Outside. So I text her. She texts me back. She goes, "Oh, you're already here? I'm coming outside now." It's very apparent that this girl is wasted. She's drunk. She's out of her mind right now. So she gets in the car. I'm like this. I'm in the driver's seat. I'm like this. I'm like, Sid, you okay? And she goes, "Right." I'm like, okay, whatever. Because you got to understand, we've been messing around for a while. So, we done did it high. We done did it drunk. We did it in all kinds of states. So, this was nothing new. I'm young, so I'm 19. I'm not really thinking. I'm just like, whatever, I'm going to get some. So we get to my house, pull up to my crib. I hop out. I'm driving a green 4Runner. That shit was my baby. I done did a lot of goddamn. Anyways, I pull up to my house. I hop out the car because I'm ready to. I turn my head and I noticed she wasn't out the car. She was still in the car sitting there. So then I turn around and I'm like, "Yo, Sid, come on." And she jumps up, opens the door, tries to get out. She falls face first on the ground. Pop! I'm like, oh. I start running to her. Her face is on the ground. I roll her body so I can see her face. And what I see, her face had a big cut right here. And it was nothing but blood just dripping down her face. I'm wilding. I'm like, yo. Because you got to understand, even at 18, I was thinking like, if I grab this white woman, I struggle to pick her up and take her inside the house. If anybody sees that and she has nothing but blood and she's delirious, it's a terrible picture. So, even at 18, I was dumb, but I wasn't that dumb. I understood what it looked like. So I was like, nah, man. I was like, nah. Sid, we going back. Get back inside the car. I'm going to take you home. So this is where I was really stupid. We pull out and then we head to her crib, right? Mind you, again, I'm 18. I'm a complete dumbass. I'm looking at her while I'm driving and I'm just like, okay, Sid, so do I make a right or left? What's going on? Because you got to understand, I didn't know where she lived. I was relying on her to give me directions. I was so dumb. I'm like, yo, Sid, do I go right? Do I go left? What's going on? She goes, yeah, right. And I'm like, all right. My dumbass. So she kept saying right, because that's all she knew. That's the only language she knew because she was drunk as hell. She kept saying right, so we're going in circles around the block. My dumbass wasted 10 minutes before I realized this chick is gone. So we end up at a major intersection, right? We're at a red light. We're on the left lane, on the left side, about to make a left turn. Sid had a bottle with her filled with what looks like orange juice. It was an orange juice. She grabs it, she unscrews it, and then she starts drinking, whatever. Then she screws it back up. She opens the door on her side. She spits the orange juice out like that. The bottle she had in her hand fell and it rolled down the street. Now, mind you, we're at a red light waiting to turn at a major intersection. The green light next to us. Cars are zipping. Zoop, 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 zoop. Somehow, this white woman found her legs. I don't know if her legs was in the trunk. I don't know if her legs was in the ceiling. I don't know if her legs was under her chair. She found her legs. She hops out and she runs after her bottle. Cars are zipping. Boop, 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 boop. It happens so quick. I'm on the driver's side. Sad. I'm wilding. Mid-run, she realized she can't get that bottle, but she was in the road, dodging cars. She gave up on that bottle and ran back. I'm looking at her. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Here's where it gets bad to worse. Opposite side of us, same side. So we're at a left lane, about to make a left turn on the left side of the road. On the other side is a cop. He's seen the whole thing. He's on the right lane. This man put on his lights, came through the intersection and around it and went behind my car. All this is going on. I'm like, this pussy ain't worth this shit. This pussy ain't worth this shit, man. My mama, this pussy ain't worth this shit. This pussy ain't worth this shit. They have those speakerphones. All you hear is, get out of the car now. I hop out. She's still in the car, obviously. I'm like, okay, officer, all right. He goes, sit on the curb. I go sit on the curb, and he goes, ma'am, get out of the car. Didn't budge. Didn't budge. She just stayed there. And then he walks to the passenger seat, opens the door, grabs her, forces her on the curb. He's standing there in front of us, and he goes, what the hell is going on here? Me, I'm like, I'm just trying, look, she drunk. I'm just trying to take her home. It's just been a long night. It's been crazy. She's like, all right. I'm looking at her. I'm just like, fucking snow bunny. Man, I was fed up with her, man. Oh my God. I wanted to slap the raisin out her pasta. I was done with this woman. The cop, I need to see some ID. I need to see who you are. And then he looks at her because he's looking at the gash. He's looking at the gash and the blood. And he goes, ma'am, did he do this? I'm like, what? Me? No. She's like, this is obviously her response. Right. Yo, this, goddamn. She fell. She's drunk. I'm trying to take her home, man. Police goes, okay, all right. He runs my information. He runs her information. He gives her a breathalyzer. She's drunk out her mind. And, she's 18, so, it's a problem. He puts her in the back of his police car. I'm on the curb. This cop comes up to me while I'm sitting on the curb just stressed out my mind. Pussy done turned into jail. And he goes, you're a lucky man. Me? I'm lucky. Yeah, you're a lucky man. Why? He goes, if I would have found that bottle that she went after in your car, me and you would have been friends. I was like, best friends? Then he goes, go home, son. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, my key's right here. So, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, man. You have a good day. Sydney, you be good. I'll text you later. Y'all be good. I hopped in my car and went straight home. I don't even think I locked the door. I went straight to bed. And I can't explain this. There was something very interesting that I've experienced at that moment when I was laying there and thinking about the whole situation. There was a liquid substance that was, right. It was falling from, I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but there was a liquid substance that was just dropping through. You goddamn right, I cried, motherfucker. It was a hell of a learning experience. Remember, guys, time is all we have. See you next time.